just a prank.
It's Friday night, about 12:40 at night.
There are, but there's 3 here.
As large as a car, what at first seemed a local anomaly, now capturing the attention of top military officials. Reports they were launched by Iran.
There is not any truth to that.
Leading the investigation, phoned in. The sightings began in New Jersey last month. Local police have launched their own drones in an attempt to get more information, while local mayors have called for a strong. They're concerned that reservoirs, military bases, even President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster Golf Club and home have been under surveillance or worse.
And then the next one will come.
Are more questions than answers.
Coffee shop.
The other day, right outside of my work, there was at least 10 to 12 of them hovering above, darting around, going in all different directions.
It's not making me crazy or anything, but it was very colorful, but strange.
This is a real phenomenon. We're not making it up. We're not
Has banned most drone flights in 22 areas of New Jersey around critical infrastructure through January 17th. The agency issued the ban at the request of federal security partners. The sudden move comes after federal officials have tried to put the matter to bed, saying they found nothing suspicious in the skies. Republican New Jersey State Senator John Bramnick says this only causes confusion.
It's right above it. Literally right on top of it. What the fuck is that? It's a drone. There's so many of them out here.
CEO Victor Crane stood overlooking the sprawling cityscape of the towering glass skyscraper of Ardent Tech. Known for his revolutionary robotics and drone technologies, Crane had amassed unimaginable wealth and power. Beside him, Jasper Lin, the enigmatic founder of Omnicore AI company at the forefront of artificial intelligence and quantum computing, sipped his glass of rare scotch. The third figure, Selena Torres, the queen of the social media universe and the mastermind behind SphereNet, the world's largest social platform, leaned casually against the desk. Her influence over billions through algorithms and psychological insights was unmatched. The 3 billionaires shared a vision: absolute control over the world. They were not satisfied with their empires. They wanted more. Together, they had formed the clandestine group Novus Ordo. Their objective? To use technology, AI, and social manipulation to establish a new world order. Chapter 1, the plan. Victor outlined their strategy in chilling detail. The drones are only the beginning. With Omnicore's AI, SphereNet's data manipulation, and Ardent's hardware, we'll establish a system that ensures compliance. Imagine a network that controls communication, tracks movements, and predicts behaviors. Jasper added, the AI algorithms will infiltrate every major government system. With predictive analytics, we can control elections, markets, and public opinion, Selena smirked. SphereNet's platforms already influence billions. With targeted propaganda and emotional triggers, we'll make people beg for the changes we want to impose. They called their project Erebus, named after the primordial god of darkness. Their first step was to demonstrate their capabilities through the mysterious drone sightings, a show of power designed to sow fear and curiosity. The drone's message. The sightings began in rural Kansas, but soon escalated to metropolitan areas. When drones appeared over New Jersey, Washington, D.C., and Maryland's military installations, governments worldwide took notice. The drones performed inexplicable maneuvers, evading radar and deploying signals that disrupted communications. Panic spread as media outlets speculated about foreign adversaries, rogue hackers, or even extraterrestrial involvement. Behind the scenes, Erebus drones were gathering vast amounts of data, mapping infrastructure, and assessing vulnerabilities. The public, hooked on fear, flocked to SphereNet for updates. Selena's team ensured that misinformation dominated the discourse, deflecting attention from the billionaire's true agenda. Resistance emerges. Not everyone was fooled. Dr. Elena Navarro, a former Omnicore scientist who had grown disillusioned with Jasper Lin's ambitions, began piecing together clues. Working with cybersecurity expert Marcus Reed and investigative journalist Sophie Daniels, Navarro uncovered the connection between drone technology and Ardent Tech. Navarro and her team hacked into an abandoned Omnicore server, discovering encrypted files related to Erebus. The files revealed plans for a global AI system capable of monitoring every individual on the planet. Dubbed Erebus Nexus, the system's goal was to integrate drones, AI, and social platforms into a single entity that could dictate policy, suppress dissent, and enforce compliance. The warning. Navarro leaked her findings to trusted allies within the United Nations and various governments. The revelations sent shockwaves through the international community. However, Erebus was already several steps ahead. Selena unleashed a disinformation campaign on SphereNet, labeling Navarro as a conspiracy theorist. Jasper's AI bots flooded social media with fabricated evidence discrediting her claims, while Victor deployed counter-drones to eliminate Navarro's physical team.
Remember all those drone sightings a while back? Everyone was kind of freaked out.
Yeah, I remember.
Turns out there's way more to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, way more. The stuff you sent me, it's wild. I mean, we're talking billionaires, AI, like some kind of global takeover plot. Real cloak and dagger stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going deep on this Erebus thing, right? Trying to figure out what's really going on.
It really felt like those drones, they kind of like messed with everyone. You know, all that anxiety we have about tech, it just blew up.
Right, it was like straight out of some sci-fi movie. All of a sudden it's real life.
Exactly.
And that whole thing, like who's behind this? Turns out that's what they wanted us to feel.
Really?
Yeah, the masterminds behind this whole thing, they wanted us scared.
So who are they?
Okay, so we got Victor Crane, right?
Yeah.
Genius, Ardent Tech, you know, drones, surveillance, all that.
Yeah, I know Crane.
Then there's Jasper Lin, the AI guy from Omnicore.
Powerful AI.
Yeah, and last but not least, we have Selena Torres, runs SphereNet.
SphereNet, huh?
Yeah, the social media platform. Seems like they know, like, everything about everyone.
Yeah. Spooky.
So we're not talking just regular tech moguls here, right? These folks, they each have a piece of this puzzle. And they're, well, your sources say they're obsessed with control.
So what, they're working together?
That's right. They got the secret group Novus Ordo, Latin, means new order.
Catchy.
Yeah. And their goal is, well, to make the world how they want it. With tech, like, it's their weapon.
Okay, hold on. 3 powerful people, each with their own thing, working in secret. What exactly were they planning?
Well, their plan was called Project Erebus, and those drones, the ones everyone freaked out about, just at the beginning, like a show of force, a way to cause chaos.
And fear.
Exactly. But also, while everyone was busy thinking it was aliens or the government, they were busy too. Mapping, like, everything, our infrastructure, looking for weaknesses.
So basically they were taking stock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
While everyone was looking up, they were busy down here, getting ready.
It's kind of brilliant. In a twisted way, use the media frenzy to their advantage.
Right. And that's where Selena Torres and SphereNet come in.
Ah, I was wondering about them.
Remember how fast those conspiracy theories went viral?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that wasn't by chance. Novus Ordo was using SphereNet to, like, push fake news, make sure everyone was distracted.
But they were controlling what we saw, what we believed.
Exactly. All from behind the scenes. It's crazy how easy it was for them to, like, mess with everyone's heads. Mm-hmm. But somebody had to have seen through this, right? Someone must have known what was up.
You're right. There was someone. Dr. Elena Navarro. Brilliant scientist. Used to work at Omnicore, but she left. Saw how dangerous Lynn's AI was getting.
So she knew about Erebus.
She knew about it all. Tried to warn everyone. The UN, governments, but no one listened.
Why not?
Novus Ordo, they were too good. They made her look like some crazy conspiracy lady.
So she was alone, fighting these super powerful people all by herself.
Not completely alone. She had a team. Marcus Reed, a cybersecurity expert. He understood all the tech stuff. And Sophie Daniels, a journalist. She knew how to dig up the truth.
Sounds like a motley crew.
They found out about Erebus Nexus. It was Novus Ordo's plan for, well, global surveillance. Imagine they could see everything, control everything.
Wow.
They tried to tell the world, but Novus Ordo fought back. Hard.
So we got Novus Ordo controlling the media, the governments, and spying on everyone. What'd they do next? How'd they actually take control?
Okay, so it gets even weirder. The drones weren't just spying, they were projecting these weird symbols in the sky.
I remember those.
People thought it was art or aliens or something.
Right.
But no, they were codes. Instructions for Novus Ordo's people inside governments and companies everywhere.
Wait, you're saying they had people on the inside, like, working for them?
Yep, all over the world, causing trouble, making things unstable.
Like they were creating the problem and then, what, offering to fix it?
You got it. And that's where SphereNet comes in again. Remember all those posts about world peace and unity? That global harmony campaign?
Oh, yeah, it was everywhere.
Everyone was sharing it.
It seemed like a good thing.
Right. They made it look like they cared about peace. But really, they were using it to collect even more information.
So they were, like, using our desire for a better world to control us?
Exactly.
They were good. So they're controlling everything, building this massive AI spy system. What could go wrong?
That's what they didn't expect. Even the best plans can have, hiccups. Remember that UN summit? They called it to deal with the drones?
Yeah, I remember. Thought, okay, finally someone's doing something. Like, there was hope.
That's exactly what Novus Ordo wanted. They needed everyone to panic, like it was a global emergency.
Mm-hmm.
But it was all fake. They had their people at the summit. Plus, Lynn's AI, it was messing with the live feeds.
Hold on, you're saying they faked the video, like made things look different than they were?
Yeah, think deepfakes, but live for the whole world. Anyone who disagreed with Novus Ordo, they made them look bad, like they were dangerous or something. So it seemed like everyone agreed, but it was all staged.
So basically, they use tech to screw up democracy. That's messed up.
It shows you tech can be a weapon. And remember Dr. Navarro, her team, they were there too, trying to prove what was going on.
Right, trying to get the UN to see the truth. What happened?
They snuck into the summit, risky move, got close enough to send out the evidence they'd found. But Lynn's AI, it caught the signal. Made it look like Navarro was trying to sabotage the summit.
Jeez. So they made her look like the bad guy.
Exactly. Another clever trick. So they make this fake crisis, then say, hey, we can fix it.
But they were the ones who messed it up in the first place.
Right. Classic move. And the world bought it. They were scared. So what'd they do? Rolled out the Erebus protocol.
Erebus protocol, what's that?
They used the drones to attack stuff, power grids, communication, transportation, you name it.
Those attacks, man, everything felt like it was falling apart.
That was the point. Total chaos. And of course the media blamed other countries, made everyone even more scared.
So they break things, then say, hey, we'll fix it. Again.
You got it. And their big fix. Eden. Ring a bell.
Eden. Oh, right. That app everyone went crazy for.
Supposed to make everything safe and organized.
Yeah, connect us all, make life better.
Sounds great, right? Governments loved it, thought it was the answer. But guess what? Eden was just a front for Erebus Nexus, the whole global spy system.
So they tricked us all into using their spy system. Damn.
They played everyone like a fiddle, used our fear, our hope, everything. And by the time anyone figured it out, it was too late. Novus Ordo was in control.
So what happened then? Did anyone try to stop them? Someone must have realized what Eden really was.
You're right. Some people knew. Dr. Navarro, she knew. And she had a plan. Project Lumina. But how do you fight someone who controls, like, everything? The media, the tech, the whole world. It seemed impossible. It was like all-out war. Crane used those art and tech combat drones. Cities became battlefields.
I remember seeing the footage. Scary stuff.
And Lynn. He realized his AI was out of control, so he tried to, reset everything. Unleash this crazy malware to shut down the whole internet.
Wow, that's drastic.
Yeah, and Selena, she was using SphereNet to get this compliance algorithm.
Yeah.
Basically rewriting people's thoughts, making them obey.
Hold up, compliance algorithm? That sounds like, I don't know, brainwashing.
Kinda, yeah. But high-tech brainwashing. They used our own psychology against us to control what we felt, what we thought. And Selena, she was the puppet master.
So how'd anyone fight back? In all that chaos, I mean.
It was rough. Navarro, she knew they couldn't just destroy Erebus Nexus. They had to expose it, show everyone what Novus Ordo had done. But with Selena in control of SphereNet, that was almost impossible. But then, Marcus Reed, the cybersecurity guy, remember him?
Yeah, he betrayed them, right?
He did. But he realized he messed up big time. So he sacrificed himself. Planted a virus in Omnicore's AI, hoping to buy Navarro enough time to upload Project Lumina.
He gave his life to give him a chance.
He did. And it worked. The virus, it caused a chain reaction. Messed up Erebus Nexus, weakened SphereNet's control, and in that little bit of time, Navarro got Project Lumina online.
So what happened? Did people finally see the truth?
They did. all over the world. It was like people woke up, they saw how SphereNet had been manipulating them, how their feelings were being played with, everyone was talking, debating. It was huge.
Sounds like people power, man.
It was, and it broke Novus Ordo's control. Their whole empire just fell apart. Governments realized what was up. They started tracking down on AI, drones, social media, the whole 9 yards.
So what about Crane and Torres? Did they face, charges?
Yep, they vanished, gone without a trace. Some people think they're hiding, waiting for the right moment to come back.
So they could still be out there.
Maybe. Adds to the mystery, right? But at least their plan failed.
Okay.
Project Lumina saved the day.
Yeah, but it's still scary. We saw how easy it is to control people with tech.
That's why what Navarro did is so important. We got to stay aware. Be careful about what we see online, what we believe.
Question everything.
Yeah, exactly. We got to be in charge of tech, not the other way around.
So what's the takeaway here? What do we do now?
Simple. Stay informed. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And remember, technology is a tool. It can be used for good or for bad. It's up to us to decide which.
Deep stuff. Well, listener, thanks for joining me on this deep dive. It's been a wild ride. Hopefully this has made you think a bit differently about tech and how it impacts our lives.
How Air Force drone pilots trained to fly the $32 million MQ-9 Reaper U.S. Air Forces. MQ-9 Reaper is a remotely operated unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAV. It is used primarily for intelligence collection and precision strikes against targets on the ground. Because of its lightweight design and long wingspan, the Reaper can stay in the air for about 20 hours without refueling. The MQ-9 Reaper has been involved in a number of missions, including the 2020 strike that killed the Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, but it has also been linked to civilian deaths. In August 2022, the Department of Defense released the Civilian Harm Mitigation and Response Action Plan to address these civilian harm issues. Insider was granted access to Cannon Air Force Base to observe the 12th Special Operations Squadron to see how it's training new pilots to remotely fly this drone.